Today we've got an accessory that we need to check out, and to do that, we're going to be using the RMC1 from Rost Martin. It's a great little handgun, especially for concealed carry, and there is a video on this one on the channel, so you can check that out if you want. The accessory that we're going to be taking a look at is this little dude right here. It's what the company calls a recoil mitigator. And we're going to get this thing on the bench, of course. We're going to talk about what it's supposed to do. And then we're going to get out on the range and we're going to see if it indeed does what it's supposed to do. So let's take a quick look at these little recoil mitigators. These from a company, Spartan Defense, and met this company in Knoxville at the GOA Goals event. A really new company. And these are made out of carbon fiber and really smooth, pretty nice design on these things. You can see here they do have both the right-handed and the left-handed models that they offer. Now I'm right-handed, so obviously I'm going to be using that one today. They install on the accessory rail, of course. Pretty much any handgun that has that accessory rail, these will fit. And then they've got also a rail built into them as well. Now, right away, one thing that I would like to suggest, I think, to Spartan Defense and the guys over there is maybe making some models that do not have that little bit of extra bulk in that accessory rail for people that may not want that. I know personally, I think I would prefer one without that additional rail. I think it would just have a little bit cleaner look, but I also get why you would want that rail if you don't want to give up that space by adding this accessory. Now, as far as what these things do, obviously they attach to the accessory rail on your handgun in a way that allows you to take your offhand thumb and press forward against this recoil mitigator. And what that's supposed to do, as opposed to a thumb ledge where you're pressing down or resting your thumb on there, what this is supposed to do, that forward motion, is supposed to help tame the muzzle flip of that handgun just a little bit. So with that, I guess, said and out of the way, let's get the range set up, get a target down range, all that good stuff, get loaded up with ammo, and try these things out and see if they work. Before we try any shots with that recoil mitigator, I do want to get a baseline. So we're going to fire a few rounds through the little RM1C here, add some steel down range, just to give us an idea of what this handgun is doing without that accessory. Before we do that, I got to get my ears in. You may notice a little bit different ear pro today. These are still the Decibels custom molded earplugs. However, I have picked up the safe and sound accessory for them. So the little electronic neck band thing. All of the hearing protection remains the same with these things, which is phenomenal, by the way. But now I've got electronics to answer calls and things like that. 5 rounds through the RM1C on some steel. Here we go. Make sure you pay attention to the muzzle flip. That will make a difference later on in comparison. All right, let's get the recoil mitigator installed and see what kind of difference it makes. All right, now we've got that recoil mitigator installed, and forgot to mention this before, but these do come in I think 2 or 3 different sizes as far as the length. So depending on your particular model handgun, how big your hands are, how small your hands are, may determine what size that you need. And then the way that this mounts up, you can kind of shift that forward and backwards, back and forth on that rail to get that kind of that perfect feel for you. But let's see how well this thing works. They say get your normal grip, push forward into that mitigator with that offhand thumb, and that's supposed to help tame that muzzle rise a little bit. Here we go. See what happens. Okay, so I do think it does what it was intended to do. It certainly makes everything feel more locked in, more secure. Um, I was feeling there's a little bit of texture back here on this, and as we had that muzzle flip, I was kind of feeling that texture a little bit. So it was providing, I guess, a little bit of resistance. You could kind of tell against the muzzle flip. Held up well. There's not really any flex or anything on this thing. The overall, aesthetics, smooth where it needs to be smooth, rough where it needs to be rough. Textured, I guess, is a better word than rough, right? And then, um, yeah, it just fits this little handgun really, really well. So I think as far as Spartan Defense's claims on this as to what it's designed to do, I think it checks that box. I think it fits the bill, right? It does what it claims to do for sure. Um, is it going to be anything, any type of an accessory that's optimal for carry? I don't know. That's why I wanted to try it on this little RM1C here from Rost Martin, because this is uh, a typical, let's just say, concealed carry handgun. And so while it really does kind of help on this handgun, I don't know that it's going to be very easy to find anything as far as a holster, having this little accessory on your handgun. So with that being the case, this may be reserved more for competition, range fun, home defense, things like that. But, that's just my opinion. And I want to get you guys another opinion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this accessory off. I'm going to get my wife out here. Going to get her to run the RM1C without the accessory. Then we'll put it on and we'll see what she thinks. Real quick, you may have noticed the shirt I'm wearing today, and how could you not? This is the Pewdy Fruity, and it's a collaboration between the CloverTac channel and Camerado. You said you shot that one at the women's range day once?
Yes. Yeah.
You shot it at goals too. You probably just didn't know it.
Oh, I bet I did.
Yeah, it was suppressed. Yeah, the one they had was suppressed. They haven't done the threaded barrels and all for it yet, though. Yeah, go ahead and put those 5 on steel, and then we'll put that mitigator on, and you can try it that way. All right, let's try it with that one, see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
See if there's a difference. Well,
I'm not wanting to move my hand as much. The whole repositioning. Yeah. I don't think I repositioned.